You bet.
And joining me now is Congressman Ed Markey, Democrat from Massachusetts. Congressman, good morning.
Good morning to you.
So the Republican talking point is that in 2009, the president promised he'd cut the deficit in half by the end of his first term. Now Jack Lew said for the first time, austerity is not for today. So do you agree with that, or when would be the time?
Look, at the point that the president was saying that, it was not clear that the Bush economy had pretty much collapsed and that we were going to lose hundreds of thousands of jobs a month for month after month in 2009. So what the president has now put in place is a plan which deals with that issue. It cuts the deficit in half over the next 5 years. It does so in a way which is fair, meaning that if you made $1 million in 2012, you should at least pay the same taxes as your secretary, and it simultaneously invests in wind and solar, invests in a cure for Alzheimer's, and invests in manufacturing jobs, so that we have a pathway to the future. And it takes away the subsidies for the oil industry. Why are they getting $4 billion in the Republican budget for tax breaks while people are getting tipped upside down at the gas pumps every single day?
Well, so let me again give you the counter argument, which is this. So on one hand, and you say that the devastation of the Bush economic policies went deeper and lasted longer than the president might have expected back in 2009. Jack Lew says this is not the time for austerity. But Democrats are also saying, look, the economy's on the right track. Retail sales are better. Housing's better. Manufacturing. More jobs. The more recent job numbers have been better. Can the president take credit for an improving economy, but also argue we have to go deeper into debt to keep it going?
The president is saying he wants to cut the deficit by 50% over the next 5 years. What he's also saying is we're on the road to recovery. The job creation engine is ignited once again. The country is feeling some sense of prosperity. We're nearing 13,000 on the Dow. It was 6,500 as Bush walked out the door. And so this plan of investment, coupled with long-term austerity, is the formula which has been working. The Republicans want to take it off track, and basically this question of is it fair and does it work is going to be the centerpiece of this debate over this budget and for the rest of the year. The president's plan has been working, and he also wants to make sure that it's fair so that someone who makes $1 million a year pays their fair share of the dues to live in our country. They shouldn't be paying less than secretaries.
This is, as I think John Harwood put it properly, a fundamental disagreement that the Republicans and the Democrats have at a time when, and I know you've seen this, that the approval ratings for Congress are at 10% and historic low. Where are you going to find common ground? How are you going to get this done, Congressman?
I think that's a question for the Republican leadership. Both sides of the Hill, Republican leaders have said that their principal goal is to make sure that Barack Obama does not win a second term. That's their bottom line goal. And so whether or not they want to walk across that middle aisle and begin to work with the president in a bipartisan fashion, that's their choice. But I think what the president has laid out today is a blueprint for success. He's also reached out with an olive branch saying, I'm willing to work with the Republican leaders. The question now, in the fourth year of his presidency, finally, are the Republicans willing to work with him, or do they want to continue this cycle of recrimination, of bitterness and acrimony, which has been characteristic of the Hill since the Republicans took over its leadership? That's what the public is reflecting in the low polling numbers for the Congress.
Congressman Ed Markey, thank you so much.